What's up, reptile fans? Dave Palumbo here for Muscle Serpents Daily, and it is Wednesday, and we're going to do a quick hit. We're going to check out some breeding of ball pythons. That's right, we're going to see some of the pairings that I've done, what's together. Who knows what we might get, obviously, but I want to see if we get some locks. Take a look, for those of you who don't really know maybe what a good lock looks like, a bad lock, a fake lock. You know, sometimes you see them laying together and you think they're locked, they never even lock up. Sometimes they lay together, you never see a lock, and they're locking every time the lights go out and you're not in here. So I think we're gonna get lucky. I think I have one pair that's really locked well. Hopefully we'll get a really nice one you can take a look at. Hopefully I won't disturb them too much, because that's the risk. Whenever you start pulling cameras out and opening drawers up when they're in the middle of breeding, you always risk them like getting scared and moving away from each other. But usually they just kind of chill out. All right, let's take a look and see what we got. A lot of people have been asking me about my snow project. That's the albino axanthic. For my snows, I work with the TSK line of axanthic. And in case you didn't know, there's like 3 or 4, I think 4 lines now of axanthics. They're all not compatible, meaning that if you breed like a TSK and a VPI, you're not going to get an axanthic. So you got to stick with the lines. I work with VPI and TSK, but for the snows, this is the TSK line. There's my male. He's beautiful. There's nothing nicer than a white ball python with red eyes. It's, you know, that snow look is really, really. My female's kind of got some stuck shed on her. I think she's pretty close to probably doing her pre-lay shed at this point. The first 2 years I bred her, she produced some really nice babies for me. Last year I had a really nice clutch, but they didn't go to term. They kind of they were just bad. They were not good eggs. They looked like they were going, and then they just never converted. I don't know. Maybe they weren't fertile. Anyway, trying to repeat this year. They're always very popular with people who want to buy them both as pets and breeders. So once again, we'll have another hopefully great snow clutch this year. And it is a double recessive, so you know those recessives retain their value. That's a really, really nice looking snake. And my snows are really, like, a lot of snows look dirty. They have like yellows in them and stuff like that. My snows are really patternless and really very clean looking. So aside from this female, it looks like she's going into shed. Sorry, she's going into shed and she still has stuck shed from the last shed. I don't know how that happened. I don't like to touch the snakes, very much when they're breeding. I like to just leave them alone, because a lot of times you disturb them right when they're having the most important lock of the season, and then you get nothing. So, all right, that's the snow project. Here's one of my prettiest snakes in the collection. This is a pinstripe ultramel female. She is huge, and I'm sure she's being bred by an Orange Dream ultramel cryptic that came from her. So this is her son. I think she's het cryptic, this female. She's not visual cryptic. Let's see if we take a look at her face here. Yeah, that's not visual. She's het cryptic, turns out. I didn't know it. She produced this gorgeous cryptic boy, who's also Orange Dream. So really nice pairing. I'm repeating again. We produced some insane babies this past season with this clutch, and hopefully we'll get another great one. She's really big. But ultramel and pinstripe work really well together. And Orange Dream ultramel pinstripe is even nicer. I produced a bunch of those this past year. You guys have seen them in other videos. And I actually sold a really, really nice one to a good customer of mine. So very, very, orangey snakes, and with the cryptic in there. Actually, I think he got a cryptic Orange Dream ultramel pinstripe, that customer. So once again, the cryptic is the manta ray-ish like pattern, I call it, with the big ear stripes. And obviously Orange Dream is Orange Dream, and then ultramel is a form of T positive. And so this is another great pairing. Hopefully we're gonna get a nice big clutch of eggs from her like we did last year. She's nice and chunky. This girl took a while to start breeding. I got this girl from Vin Russo in like 14, 15. And yeah, I think it was 2014. And she just, took a long time before she bred for me. But once she did, man, I get solid clutches every year from her. So she's awesome. Really nice looking snake. Great coloring. even into these ultra males into adulthood just keep their color. They don't lose anything, you know. They look just as good as adults. Here's an interesting pairing. I don't know what I'm going to get, if I'm going to get anything. The male might be a little too young, I don't know, but this is a hurricane female that's also spider and pastel, okay? Now, the way you can tell hurricane in spiders, as I told you, is you kind of get these dots that line up in the alien heads in a parallel line. That's the hurricane. I got this female from Hans Winter, so I know it is, and I've bred it out already. I know it's hurricane. So this is a hurricane bumblebee or hurricane pastel spider that's 50% het pied. Haven't proved it out yet. Haven't tried to. This is going to be its first year. And I'm breeding it to a really, I was going to sell this male. Actually, he might even still be up on North Market, and he's amazing looking. This is an Orange Dream Yellow Belly Leopard Lesser het pied. So Orange Dream Yellow Belly, we know that. Leopard, you know, heavy striping and, you know, darkness. Lesser, which reduces all that, and gives you even a better striping. And it's het pied and possible het hypo. Now, the interesting thing about this is look how clean, the cleanness. That's why I didn't want to get rid of this guy. He doesn't have any, I mean, the cleanness in the snake is amazing. I mean, and even into like adulthood now, he is just gorgeous. I said, you know what? Even though he's not visual pied, I just like how clean he looks. And so I said, you know what? Let's see what these two produce. Throw them together. Leopard and Hurricane is great. So if we hit those, right, even if I hit nothing else, you know, they're both. He's het pied, she's pos het pied. So I mean, if we hit a pied, I mean that's a bonus plan. Prove out the female. So we'll see. You know, this is one of these ones. Just throw two snakes together, see what happens. You know, so to speak. Now that's a welcome lock that I haven't seen. Wow, finally. This is a het rainbow that I got. She's a 2016. I wanted to just check that. She has not bred for me, and she's had good size the last 2 years. But I think this year we're gonna get some. We're gonna get something. We got a lock there. I see. I don't want to bother them too much. I'm breeding her to a butter Enchi pastel hypo. It's also het for rainbow. So we could hit some visual rainbows, hopefully. They'll all be 100% het hypo. And then, of course, we could get butter Enchi and pastel in there as well. So potentially a good clutch. Obviously, if we hit rainbow, it would be great. And if this girl finally delivers, you know, because she's been holding out on me for the last couple of years, I think that'll be a, you know, it'll make me feel like all the effort I put into her was worth it. Don't quit, guys. That's the, you know, I have my olive pythons I don't think are ever going to breed. And I just keep saying, don't quit, don't quit, don't quit. There's a really nice lock. Wow. That's like a textbook lock if you've ever seen it. Right? You don't get much better than that. The male completely draped over the female's back. Wrapped tails, locked. That is a textbook. I don't want to bother these. Now they're getting upset. All right, I'm going to leave them alone. I don't want to I just ruined my textbook lock. You got to leave them alone sometimes. You know, they don't want to be bothered. Let's see what we got here. This is my first snake I ever had, my first ball python. She looks like she's in shed. She's just a normal. Being bred to a banana pastel clown. I've had this boy. I actually named him because I got him really early on in my collection. He's Picasso. He looked like a Picasso painting when I first got him. Banana pastel clowns look amazing when they're first born. And anyway, I'm breeding it to her. She probably gave me one clutch her whole life. She's a 2010. She stopped eating for like 2 years. I know it sounds ridiculous. She just didn't eat. I don't know. She didn't want to eat. She started eating again, and she really hasn't eaten very much the last couple months, but I don't know if I haven't really caught many locks or anything like that. They're not locked right now, but they're kind of hugging each other. She's big, though, for someone, and she hasn't eaten, so I don't know. Maybe we're going to get another clutch this year from her. She was named, too. That's Blackie. I don't want to bother her too much. She's definitely in shed, yeah. So we'll spill a little water in here. Get this, increase the humidity a little bit. That's what I do. I just kind of wet the paper towels a little. Makes it a little easier for them to shed. And we'll see. Maybe we'll get something from her. These are my veterans. And we'll wrap up today's little viewing of ball python breeding with this spectacular female. High intensity orange dream, Enchi yellow belly. Really nice female. She's produced some really nice clutches for me, and that male is a male I produced. He is phenomenal. High intensity orange dream, super Enchi Freeway. Freeway being the yellow belly asphalt, super complex. And these guys made some amazing babies this past year. I'm repeating the breeding because they're so great. I'll show you the babies in a second and we'll wrap it up. And there is the product of their genetics. This male is off the charts. Super orange dream, high intensity, super Enchi Freeway. It's a yellow belly asphalt. Look at the white. I've showed you the snake before. He's amazing looking. He's just so exquisite. You can see the high intensity gene in here for sure. There's no doubt about that. I mean, is it super high intensity orange dream? I don't know. I mean, super high intensity, super orange dream? I don't know. I don't know. But I would call this super orange dream, super Enchi, high intensity Freeway. This male will be obviously held back. It almost looks pied. Look at that. It's almost got a ringer. There's no pied in there. Now there's a female from the same litter, or same clutch, I should say. And she is really nice too. She came out amazing. Super orange dream, probable high intensity. I think it's single Enchi on this one. And this is a Freeway as well. This is a female, so she'll probably be held back, more than likely. So that last breeding is going to be exquisite. Hopefully we'll get some more babies and some more eggs on the ground this year from that, and I can make more of these available to you guys out there, because this is living art for sure. All right, that's going to be it for today. Quick hit, Wednesday feeding day. I'm doing all my recording for my bodybuilding channel today, so I'm very busy. And you know, I knew I had to sneak this in because I knew that, you know, I've been slacking a little on the videos, and I'm a perfectionist, and I don't like to, like, you know, not perform and put out the content that I know I'm capable of. So I hope you guys enjoyed some of the locks you saw. You know, if there's anything you might want to, you know, pick up. A lot of times I have babies from 2020 that haven't even listed that might be from some of these pairings that you're seeing. So you can always reach out to me. I'm very available. All right, if you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button, turn on your notifications, hit the like button. See you back tomorrow morning.